Okay guys, so this video is really talking about our concept of backtracking. Alright, and that we've talked about in class, that can mean working backwards or going from the end first and going back to what could be the start. So this one says finding the input number using inverse operations. Okay, so our inverse operations, and inverse can mean opposite. We've got plus and minus as opposite operations or inverse operations, and then multiplication and division are the inverse of each other as well. Okay, so I'm just starting with this one here. In these types of questions, you are given the output number and you're working backwards to find the input number at the start. Again, these questions don't have any pro-numerals, but the same thinking you'll need for algebra anyway. So we're starting with 32. To get to 32, I needed to times something by 7 and then subtract 3 from that number. So I'm going to do the opposite, and that's going to lead me back to the start. Okay, so this way, 32, I minus something to get to 32. So I'm going to do the inverse and plus the 3, which will give me 35. And to get 35, I did times something. Now I need to divide by 7. Okay, 35 divided by 7, 5. Now these are really unique questions because you can actually test and see if you've got them correct at the time. So I'm just going to go forwards now from my input number that I have found. 5 times 7 is 35, minus 3 is 32. Okay, and it should be correct that way. Let's do another one. Okay, so I'm going to write in the inverse operations and work as I go. So my output number is 1, minus 7 plus 7 gives me 8, 1 plus 7, 8, times 8, divide 8 is the inverse there. 8 divided by 8 is 1. Divide 9 times 9, 1 times 9 is 9. And subtract 4, 9 take away 4 is 5. So let's test it, okay, and go from the beginning forwards now. 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 divided by 9 is 1, 1 times 8 is 8, 8 minus 7 is 1, correct.